Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Louisville's offense will take the field first. Isaac Brown. This is a matchup of a pair of standout running backs.
And man, oh man, if times change, where you're seeing two senior running backs go at it, right? Like back in the day, oh, you got so many hits, you got so many takes on the body. Well, NIL, these guys are getting paid a little bit better. These two guys, been around the block, Palmer. We know who they are. We know what they are. And I know this means a lot. Who wants to show off the most and say, hey, wait a minute, we talking about my NFL draft? Remember, I showed this guy up. Like, our team won, I had the better day.
Yeah, and both of these guys are going to get their touches in this game. Make no mistake about it. Both offenses are predicated on the ability to control the line of scrimmage and run the football. And what I like about these two guys, they are home run hitters. Don't blink. It takes one play, and they can go the distance. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
And Brahm's got a new trigger man. Keen Holtz is at the helm, and he comes from Ohio State, where you know good and well, he didn't come in as a one-star. Like, you always come in as a 4 or a 5-star, highly recruited guy. He's got some big size, some good athletic ability. And Palmer, Brahm always gets the best out of the quarterback spot. I look forward to seeing what he gets from this young man.
And during his time in Louisville, Brahms won games when he hasn't always had the most talented guy physically at quarterback either. But when you had a guy like Tyler Shuck, you saw what this offense can do. And they're certainly, they hope they have that now under center as well. Should be a lot of fun to watch this offense and see how consistent and explosive it is.
The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Unloads quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. A freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. And the Cardinals trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's Brown. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Louisville. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy. And making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not.
Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. The run inside. It's Brown. There's a little room there. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Caught. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
With the catch, it's forward. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's forward. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
On the ground with the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now 5 extra yards to cover after the false start. Still 2nd and goal. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this...
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about the back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And this defense is taking up residence in the backfield, and the crowd loves it. 3rd and long. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll field the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Can't get him to the ground. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
3rd and short now from their own 48. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
The Cardinals need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Foley. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it again. Makes his man miss. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in. There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability, with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
Man, and so much excitement last year when you started and you beat Alabama, and like everybody was pounding their chest, and then everything's really changed since that point. Norvell back calling plays. You know, he is obviously a guy that's under pressure, under fire, been talked about a lot. This could go a long way. They could have an explosive offense, get that side of the ball taken care of again, a long way toward having another turnaround season for Florida State.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
And the Noles send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. The Cardinals come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's forward. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCoy. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that that want to be involved in the passing game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Cardinals are rolling down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Foley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Goes high to pull it in. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Might have a chance. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Makes a man miss. Makes the catch and he's free. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab in the end zone.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. There's a crease. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Third and 6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The Seminoles will punt this one away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab in their space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Cardinals, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
And tackled there by the defense. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Brown running left. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Cardinals trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Bringing the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense. They're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. The throw. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. He's on the move. Crosses to 40. Breaks into the open. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
They go to the counter. Fights off a defender. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off play action. Fires left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. In the red area, it's Brown. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put him in the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Cardinals! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Now the play fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
The Seminoles decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Got room to work. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Try the right side with Brown. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Made a defender miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Snagged in the middle. It's Foley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. The give, running right, Brown. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Keep it on the ground, it's Brown. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The short hands, it's Riles. Could not make his way to the corner.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
To throw, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
pressure. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He'll get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Right back to the well. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. This time he wants to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCoy. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying play action. He wants a big play here late. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I love when defenses understand the situation. It's 3rd and short. That ball's probably going to come out really fast, and the DB was ready for it. Threw it to the wide receiver. He broke on the football and got him to the ground right away.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run Isaac Brown to the right. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Brown again. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.